Ever wondered what life was like in a bustling city over 4,000 years ago? We often think of ancient civilizations living in simple huts. But what if I told you about a place with meticulously planned streets, multi-story brick houses, and massive public buildings? Welcome to Harappa, one of the crown jewels of the Indus Valley Civilization. Today, we're journeying back in time to explore the incredible urban planning and architectural genius of this ancient metropolis. Forget everything you thought you knew about the ancient world, because Harappa is about to blow your mind. Let's start with the big picture, the city's layout. Harappa wasn't just a random collection of buildings. It was a masterpiece of urban planning. Archaeologists have discovered that the city was laid out on a sophisticated grid system. Much like modern cities like New York, the main streets ran straight from north to south and east to west, creating a series of perfectly rectangular city blocks. This wasn't an accident. It was a deliberate design that shows an advanced understanding of geometry and surveying. This grid pattern made navigation easy and allowed for efficient organization of different city zones. Can you imagine the level of central authority and planning required to construct a city of this scale and precision over 4,500 years ago? It's simply astonishing. The city was generally divided into two main sections, a lower town and a raised citadel. The citadel, built on a high mound of mud brick, was likely the administrative and religious heart of Harappa. It was a fortified area, suggesting it held important buildings that needed protection. This is where the ruling class, the priests or administrators, might have lived and worked. The lower town, sprawling out below the citadel, was the main residential area. This is where the majority of Harappa's citizens, merchants, artisans, and laborers lived and worked. This clear division of space points to a highly organized society with a defined social structure. It wasn't just a settlement. It was a functioning, stratified urban center. Now, let's zoom in from the streets to the houses themselves. When you think of ancient houses, you might picture simple mud huts. But the people of Harappa, known as Harappans, were master brick makers. They didn't just use sun-dried mud bricks. They were among the first in the world to mass-produce fire-baked bricks. These kiln-fired bricks were incredibly strong, durable, and resistant to water, which was crucial for building lasting structures in a region with monsoon seasons. What's even more amazing is the standardization. The bricks they produced were of a uniform size and ratio, typically 1 to 2 to 4. This uniformity made construction faster, easier, and more stable. It's like an ancient version of LEGOs. This level of standardization across a civilization spanning hundreds of thousands of square kilometers is unheard of for its time, and hints at a centralized system of production and quality control. So what did these brick houses look like? The homes in the lower town were surprisingly modern. Most were built around a central courtyard, which provided light, air, and a private open space for household activities, away from the hustle and bustle of the streets. Many houses were 2 or even 3 stories high. We know this from the thickness of the ground floor walls, which were strong enough to support upper levels, and the remnants of staircases. Each home, even the smaller ones, typically had its own private well for fresh water and a dedicated bathroom. This focus on hygiene is one of the most remarkable features of Harappan cities. Wastewater from the bathrooms was directed through chutes in the walls into a sophisticated, citywide drainage system. Covered drains ran along the main streets, carrying waste away from residential areas. This public sanitation system was more advanced than what many parts of the world had until the Roman era, thousands of years later. Now let's move from the private homes to the monumental public structures, specifically the Great Granary. On the Citadel Mound at Harappa, archaeologists unearthed the foundations of a massive building identified as a granary. This wasn't just a small shed for storing grain. It was an enormous complex. It consisted of 2 large blocks with a central passageway, each block containing 6 halls with raised floors. The floors were raised on sleeper walls, creating air ducts underneath to keep the stored grain dry and safe from pests and mold. The sheer scale of this granary is staggering. It was designed to hold a massive surplus of grain, wheat, and barley, which were the staples of the Harappan diet. What does a granary of this size tell us? First, it points to a highly successful agricultural system. The surrounding farmlands must have been incredibly productive to generate such a large surplus. Second, it implies a strong central authority. Someone had to organize the collection of grain, likely as a form of tax, and manage its storage and distribution. The granary acted as a central bank for food. It ensured the city had a stable food supply, especially during lean times like droughts or floods. It was also likely used to pay laborers and artisans who worked on public projects, like building walls or digging canals. The Great Granary wasn't just a warehouse. It was the economic engine of Harappa, a symbol of the state's power and its ability to provide for its citizens. So, when we put it all together, the grid-like streets, the standardized bricks, the multi-story homes with private bathrooms, and the massive public granaries, a clear picture of Harappa emerges. This was not a primitive settlement. It was a thriving, complex, and brilliantly engineered city, home to a sophisticated society that valued order, hygiene, and planning. The citizens of Harappa were pioneers of urban living, creating a blueprint for cities that was centuries ahead of its time. Their ingenuity is literally baked into the bricks and laid out in the streets they left behind. The legacy of Harappa is a powerful reminder that innovation and complexity are not just modern phenomena. Thousands of years ago, people were already solving complex problems of urban life with incredible skill and foresight. As we continue to unearth the secrets of the Indus Valley Civilization, we gain a deeper appreciation for these ancient architects and city planners. What other wonders are still buried beneath the soil, waiting to rewrite our understanding of the past? The story of Harappa is far from over. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back to ancient Harappa. If you found this as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the incredible history of our world. And let me know in the comments what ancient city you'd like to explore next. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.